Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unfiltered Gamer board game review. Today's game up on the chopping block comes to us by Rather Dashing Games, and that game is We Come in Peace. We Come in Peace is a dice checker game for 2 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, and about 15 to 20 minutes to play. Now basically in the game, you're playing as an alien race in which your alliance of the 6 alien planets in the galaxy has now been disrupted and the truce has been broken. And so you're now arming yourselves with your defense and attack dice to blow away your opponent's planets, and they're trying to blow away yours. And the person at the end of the third round of the game who has the least amount of damage done to their planet is the winner. Alright guys, let's go ahead and give it a look-see. Alright guys, so here's the components for We Come in Peace. Now you get 6 alien planets right here. You get 6 alien cores, which are basically different types of players in the game. You get 72 cities, 12 for each planet. You get 9 invasion dice, which look like this, and they're down here. And then you get 5 defense dice. You also get 6 sector dice, as well as this nice handy-dandy staging board or round tracker. Now to begin the game, it's fairly simple. You give every single player a planet, as well as a core, and all of these handy-dandy little cities. And you place all the cities right in the little circles, just like this. And after everybody is set up, you go ahead and set around a circle around the board, all these different little planets. Then you can go ahead and begin the game. The game We Come in Peace consists of 3 different rounds. In each round, every player has to be the active player once. On a player's turn, it consists of 6 different phases. The first phase being your opponent gets to roll the attack dice, which brings flying saucers to your planet. The second being you roll defense dice to try and destroy the aliens from coming there. On the third phase, you assign the damage you inflict to the aliens, and on the fourth, the aliens who are still remaining do damage to your planets. On the fifth phase, you attack all other players' cities with your remaining attack die left, and on the sixth, you go ahead and rebuild the cities with your remaining dice that have the reconstruct ability on it. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you an example of the first round of play throughout all 6 phases of the game We Come in Peace. So, the first thing you need to know is that if this player is the active player, the player to his right is the player that will be rolling the invasion dice. These are the invasion dice. So he's going to shake them up and roll them, and oh wow, look, it hit that. Afterwards, the defending player, the active player, will roll the defense dice, and he'll go ahead and roll something. There we go. And then the assigning damage to the flying saucers phase begins. So phase 1 was this, phase 2 is this, and then the next phase, assigning the damage. So obviously we put this here, and you can put this here if you wanted, or you can choose to re-roll the dice up to 3 times. So maybe you'd want to re-roll this die here. Oh, perfect. There we go. So now that he's done that, the damage has been assigned, and we go ahead and remove. So for every single one of these guys, it does 1 damage to this. 1 to 1, 1 to 1, which would make these guys have 1 saucer remaining. Just like this. This one would go away, and these guys would be done. The next phase is going to be assigning the damage to the cities. So we go ahead and roll a die for each and every single one of these saucers left. We'll roll one for the red one, 2. And this would go straight onto the 2 space. And this one, a 5. And go over here. Afterwards, we go ahead and assign the damage here by flipping these guys over here, meaning they've taken 1 point of damage. If they would take another point, they would get removed from the board. Afterwards, we go ahead and attack the player's cities if we had rolled any of the missiles, which are these guys here. But we didn't. But if we had, we would go ahead and roll for each missile, and it would do a point of damage to a player's city. So 2 here and 1 here. And finally would be the rebuild your cities phase. Now had you not chosen and actually rolled this, you could have actually rolled something like this. And that means that you could prevent 1 damage up to 1 city. And if you had 2 of them, you could prevent 1 damage from 2 different cities. And that takes you through the entire process of the phases. Now, the next thing that happens after both players have done all 6 of these phases, then the next round would begin. And these 3 invasion dice would be added to the core amount of dice. And this die here, the defense die, would be added to the defense dice. And then we would repeat the round. The only thing different now is, like the round tracker says, that everything does double damage, including alien ships, as well as these defense die. And so on and so forth for the 3rd phase. So like I was saying, after every single round progresses from 1 to 2 to 3, the die symbols here increase by double, which is for your defense die. Whereas these guys here, your alien dice or your invasion dice, you get an additional 3 more to start attacking other people's planets with. And at the third round, you get an extra 3 more. And finally, that concludes the game. The last thing you need to do is tally up points. And points are very, very simple. You've got a core that's worth 5 points if undamaged. You've got a damaged core worth only 1 point, so be careful not to damage this one. And then you've got your city, which is worth 2, or your damaged city, which is worth 1. You tally up all those points together, and that concludes the game. The person who has the most points is the winner. And that's how you play We Come in Peace. Let's go ahead and tell you what I think about it. Alright, so We Come in Peace by Rather Dashing Games. Where to begin? Well, first of all, the game's mechanics are very similar to other dice chuckers you are aware of, like King of Tokyo and King of New York. It's got that Yahtzee style where you're re-rolling dice. If anything, I'd probably call this King of Tokyo Light. Now, it does have some different mechanics, don't get me wrong. It has the rolling to different sectors, and you're defending against your planet, and you have the option of doing attack dice on the other people's planets with the missile cards, or missile dice, which is pretty cool. I like that idea. The gameplay for 2 players, I would never play it. But at 4 players, 5 players, and 6, that's where the game really shines, because that's where the craziness starts to happen. The game, actually, you can lose a lot of planets and little, well, not planets, but little cities on your planet. You can lose a lot of them. And if you damage your core, you're pretty much lost to the game, hands down. And it's fun because you're also rolling these defense die, and you're making choices as to do you want to attack and suffer the consequences of not dealing with the spaceships that are coming to your planet, or do you want to defend and just hope that your defense die equals to more luck than your opponent's defense die. And you have the little options there, which are pretty cool. And I think for kids, maybe up to about 14 or 15, this is the game for them. Where King of Tokyo is probably for a slightly larger audience. I mean, most people probably say that you could play it with a 13-year-old maybe. But for younger kids, this one will probably work as a good starter game to get involved in other dice chuckers like that game. The components are great. I mean, I love the components of the game. They're nice, solid, thick cardboard. You've got the cities here and the little home bases here that are really nice, and all the characters look good. The theme works fairly well. You're in a truce with a bunch of planets, and suddenly the truce is now over, and they're sending their aliens to you, and you're sending your aliens to them. And you've got these dice are beautiful. I love thick, hard dice, and I like the engraved dice, too. They're great. These dice, they're okay, but these ones here specifically, they just feel good in my hands. I really enjoy them. And I like how the rounds get progressively more difficult for the players, as well as their dice get progressively stronger. So whereas those 3 and 2 alien dice that are invading your planet can get pretty nasty. So the game is fun, the game is simple, and overall it's enjoyable. Would I probably play over King of Tokyo? Probably not for me. But if I ever took it to my youth group, I would definitely be playing this game over that game with them. I think they'd also enjoy the theme a little better. So in that regard, I think the game's solid. 7 out of 10. Good game. I definitely recommend it if you are interested in buying for a younger audience, or you are a younger audience. Alright guys, that's basically the game. We come in peace. Alright guys, so that's how you play the game. We come in peace. I hope you liked it. If you're interested, go ahead and check out the description below for where to purchase the game at. Also, if you like this video and you want to see more of them, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and comment right here. You're already here, just do it, right? Also, go to unfilteredgamer.com and check out all our latest giveaways. We've got a bunch of really good ones. We've got The Refuge, we've got Emergence, a couple other ones too, as well as checking out our other affiliated websites, everythingboardgames.com and The Giveaway Geek, which also provide lots of giveaway content and blog posts and tons of other fun stuff. If you haven't seen those guys or us, definitely check them out. Alright guys, that's it for this one, and I look forward to seeing you next time.